When you go to the card show, how do you go about checking condition? When it comes to surface, do vendors taking cards that have penny sleeves, top loaders, or one touch? Yes.
You paid many of my mortgages from listening to you the last 3 years or 4 years.
With all this free content and files that you put in the YouTube channel for free, what's separating the YouTube channel and the students of your program?
So the first one is, I think your show is BS.
Welcome to the Eric Michael Show, where we talk about sports cards, business, money, collectibles, and all sorts of stuff like that. If you have any questions, feel free to call into that number below. And I'm going to be talking about something that is very dear to my heart, and that is sports card shows. And it's also relevant right now because the National Card Show is coming up as I'm speaking right now. If you guys don't know what the National Card Show is, it's simply put like the biggest card show. So like there's 4, 5, 6,000 tables there, as opposed to another big card show like the Dallas Card Show or Chicago Card Show might have like 6, 7, 800 tables. And it's insane. And this year it's actually in Chicago, or technically it's in Rosemont, Illinois, which is like 20, 30 minutes outside of Chicago. And it's right next to the airport. And I strongly recommend going because it's a great place to make money. And I'm going to explain to you how to make money at card shows, then give you guys a free PDF as well, which I think will be helpful. So this is how card shows work, in my opinion. This is like my experience and what's been successful. For me, card shows have made me a good chunk of change. So you have big card shows, which are ones that I classify as that have like 200 tables or more. This is like the Chicago Sports Spectacular. This is the Dallas Card Show. This is the Burbank Card Show that I think is now called the West Coast Card Show. This is the National Card Show, the one I'm talking about. Ones like that. And then you have smaller card shows. So I actually just went to a smaller card show this weekend in Tampa, which is actually pretty good. It said there were only 80 tables there, so I figured it was going to be really small, but it was packed. It was crazy. So generally speaking, smaller card shows, you want to go there to buy. It's a great place to buy. Whether you're walking around to buy, so these card shows, right, you can walk around and buy stuff, or you get a booth and people come up to you. Local people usually are not very savvy collectors and don't do this full time and aren't looking to make a huge profit. They're usually willing to give you good deals. Bigger card shows, generally better for selling. If you're walking around, unless you're buying higher end cards, so either if you're buying higher end stuff, that's where you're going to find deals. Or if you're selling, you want to be selling like, $100, $200 to $300 cards. So like what I used to do, especially when I was doing this full time, I'll go to smaller card shows, buy a bunch of stuff, get it graded, take the cards, bring it to bigger card shows. And that's not me saying you can't buy at bigger card shows, because you could. And a lot of what I do is buying at bigger card shows when I go. But it's really better for buying higher end stuff. You're not going to be finding stuff to buy that's like lower end to get graded. Or unless you're set up. If you're set up at a big card show, people will just come up to you and who knows what they'll have. So I want to show you what I bought at the Tampa card shows. I was only there for about maybe 2 hours, and it was pretty effective. So bought a few things. First thing, I bought this 2020 card of Pokemon. It's a PSA 10 Charizard. It's from which it called? Which release? I forget which release it's from. But I just got it cheap, to be honest with you. It sells for almost $400. I think I paid $320 for it. I'm just going to buy some Pokemon cards and hold them because they just keep going up in value. I could flip this as well, but this was a pretty sick deal. The next one, so Kyle Filipkowski, this is a white sparkle. I think I paid $110 for it. There's no sales. It sells for about $110. But this is something I'm going to get graded. I think if it tens, I could sell it for close to $400. I have no clue though. We'll see. There's not many sales of it, but the big win of the card show, I didn't just buy one. I bought 2 of these Caitlin Clark ice prisms. They sell for about $100 each. I got them for $90 each, and me looking at it, it's in perfect condition. Especially like you guys probably can't see it, but the back corners are just flawless. I'd be shocked if both these cards did not get a 10. Maybe one might not, but both should. And each one is a 10, sells for about $400 or close to it. I'm into them for $90 each plus grading. So if things go right, this is if things go right. Not everything always goes right, of course, but I should be able to make roughly about 250 each of these cards get a 10. And once again, I looked at these cards in person. I'm pretty damn confident they're all going to get a 10. And that should be about a $700-ish profit. This Pokemon card, honestly, I'm just getting into Pokemon. I know how to make money with it. I've gotten them graded, but I'm just messing around with it. But like, I don't know. I guess this card can make me $70, $80 if I sold it right away. But I'm gonna hold it and just buy a bunch of different Charizards and Pikachus and just hold it and kind of see what happens because the rate of return is pretty high. Um, but but the point I'm trying to make here, I'm not saying this to brag, but I'm just saying this because this is just it's very high leverage card shows, especially if you know what you're doing, right? I was there for 2 hours, and if things go right, I made about $700 in profit. That's obviously good, right? And obviously you have to know what you're doing. And not every card show is good, not every card show is bad, right? All it takes is one deal to make the whole entire card show worth it. But it's extremely, extremely high leverage as opposed to you go on eBay, right? Let's say you go on eBay to go and buy this card. It might take you 20, 30 minutes to find, maybe more, maybe less. And then you might need to ask for pictures. You offer, you go back and forth. It takes them a few hours to reply. And it might take a day or 2 days to get the deal done. As opposed to I just go to a card show and it's just there. It's just in front of my face. That's it. Just here are the cards and boom, I see what I like and I buy it and the deal takes about 5 minutes. I'm coming out with a YouTube video of me at the card show so you could see it in action. But hopefully that stuff what I'm saying makes sense. Card shows are very high leverage and if you guys want so if you go here, right, if you go online and you type in just like sports card show calendar and you just go to this one. So like I'm in Florida, for example, and it'll just show you all the upcoming car shows. And they're usually all pretty solid. And you could just call the phone number, like call this phone number. Oh, whoops, advertisement. Or call, any of the phone numbers just to see how big or small the card show is. And anything with like 80, 100 tables, it's worth it to just pop in just for like, 20, 30 minutes. All it takes is one deal. And you can make some pretty serious money. But if you do like what I'm saying with the sports card show stuff, I'm on a mission to give you guys as much free value as possible. So you're going to see these in the new upcoming YouTube videos of me just dropping these free PDFs. So if you click the link below in the description of this podcast, and I'll also put it in the chat while I'm live right now, it's a free PDF. There's no strings attached. It's just a free PDF. I'll drop this link in here. Um, in the nice handy dandy chat. You guys can click this link and this will bring you to just give us your information. On the next page, there's a free PDF. It takes you step by step of how to make money at card shows. Yeah, like I said, there's no strings attached. It just outlines everything. I could even show you guys the PDF as to what it looks like. Actually, no, I can't. I don't have it pulled up. Never mind. But yeah, that's what I would say. Like I said, free PDF below. Click the link. It's just there. I'm just trying to give people as much free value as possible because selfishly, as much free value as I give and the more people I'm willing to help, the more reviews, the more testimonials, the more good word that spreads around my name and the program I sell. Obviously, more people want to buy it when they see more results. So that's why I like to give away as much free stuff as possible and just help you guys as much as humanly possible. But let's see. We got some questions here. So, by the way, if you guys have any questions, I'm going to prioritize the ones that are calling in. So feel free to call into that phone number below. And having the live conversations with people back and forth. One, it keeps me way more engaged. But two, I think everyone likes it just more. We'll start off with this question. When you go to the card show, how do you go about checking condition when it comes to surface? Do vendors taking cards out of penny sleeves, top loaders, or one touch? Yeah, so they do. They'll take it out for you. You just ask, say, hey, do you mind if I take the card out? Usually they don't care. Once in a while, you get someone that does. But I tell people, like, I don't lie. Like when I was looking at this card, we got our first caller. Sorry, gotta cut off the question. Go for it. Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live. Hello. Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear
Hello?
me?
Can you hear
Oh,
me?
I hear you.
Okay, this is Cisco.
Yeah. What's up, man? How can I help?
What's up, man? I just wanted to say again for the other day. I actually met you at the car.
Oh, what's up, dude?
Yeah, it was cool. I went up to your woman because I didn't know if you're making a video or whatnot, but it's really cool. And like I said, the opportunity that I got to have with you and conversations we had, it was cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was great to see someone that benefits off the content. But yeah, I'm at card shows. I'm an open book. You can come up to me whenever you want. It's not like I don't have a security team. I'm not Donald Trump.
Yeah, I know. So I was just trying to, be respectful.
Yeah, how'd the card show go for you? Did you buy anything?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. In the beginning, card shows could be overwhelming, especially like there's just so much going on, and you have to do everything on the fly and look at comps, and you don't want to screw anything up. So, but yeah, it's good to get out there.
Yeah, and it just seemed like no budging at all.
Yeah, actually, I
I mean,
would. I mean, I didn't buy that much stuff at the card show, but people were pretty negotiable. It's kind of like if you go up to a vendor and they could tell you don't know what you're doing, they're not gonna budge because they know they can get every penny out of you. But if you come in with confidence, and so what I do is like I'll look at their cards, I'll make BS conversation, right? Like, hey, like how you doing? Like, where are you from? Well, I'm looking at the cards that I'm interested in on my phone. And then once I have all the information in my head, like this card of Caitlin Clark, the last sale is for $100, and as a 10 sells for 400, and I know the most I want to pay for it is $90, for example. Then I'll open up my mouth and start to negotiate. So I sound much more confident because I have the information in my head, right? You don't want to be negotiating and being like, so I think it's worth this, but it could be worth that. But like, let me check. It's not a fluid way to negotiate. And you know, you want to come off confident. So what I would
absolutely.
say is like do the research before you start to negotiate. That's a little secret or a little hack I do that works for me.
Well, like I showed you, and I'm talking slow because there's an echo. But I had the Google sheet and all that, and the notes open, looking for the cards I was looking for. But like I said, no one was budging with me. I don't know if it was with you because you had a camera.
Yeah. Wait, say that again. What about the camera?
I said I don't know if they're reasonable with you because they seen the camera. They probably maybe
Yeah.
assume.
Maybe. I don't know. The camera, as much as people like it, it definitely pisses some people off. So it's give or take. But
You had some kids wondering who you are, and I was trying to be nonchalant. Like I said, I wasn't trying to blow spot because I know you're doing your job. But I was like, yeah, yes,
yeah,
sir, Michael.
I don't think the camera helps or hurts. I think just going in with more confidence, and and there's some dealers that are just willing to negotiate, and there's just some that aren't. Like, it's just and you never know. Like, that's the sick thing about card shows. Like, you could have a card, let's say a card you really want is worth let's say it's worth $500 and the dealer is asking 800, right? So it's like way overpriced. You don't know until you ask. That dealer might come down to 400. Or by you telling him that the last sale was 500, you might piss him off. So it's just like a 50-50. Like I can't tell you how many times someone will have a card for 800 bucks and I know I want to pay 500. Chances are the guy's not going to come down, but I'll tell him like, "Hey, the last sale did 550. I'd pay you $500 for it." And they'll just get pissed. They'll be like, "I know what I have, freaking Wembenyama's on the rise and and they just start pulling in all these different sales that are irrelevant. It's just not even worth it to talk to the person, right? They're never going to negotiate but
Hmm.
sometimes people will. So sometimes people who are very overpriced, they just start high and they're
What about like when you price your cards, like with the national starting soon, and then also the preseason hype and all that, like you talk about?
He was selling predominantly ball. He had a lot of good cards, but I seen if they were centered good, the corner jacked. If the corner was good, the center was jacked. I
yeah.
was like, damn.
Well, you could tell, right? You could easily tell if someone grades cards or not just by the cards of their table. And actually, the raw cards that I was looking at, for the most part, were in good condition. I bought. I don't know if you were watching the beginning of this podcast, but I
Yeah, I
bought
was.
like the Caitlin Clarks and Philip Kowski. Like from my naked eye, just me looking at it, they look very, very clean. But yeah, it's your first show or one of your first shows. If it is, you're supposed to be overwhelmed. It's not supposed to go well.
I say it was free. I mean, it was like an hour drive for me, but met up with a couple buddies. I helped him with his collection.
Yeah, so
So
you just got to get out there.
I did have a question.
Go for it.
If you had to copy and paste yourself, right? But you're going to go back and fix all the small things you wish you knew now, what would they be?
About card shows or life? Or
No, just about like,
cards or life?
yeah, your cards.
Just cards?
Well, in general, I guess.
Wait, do you want both? Cards and life, two
Yeah.
totally different things. Which one do you
Okay,
want?
what about, all right, let's tie it in. The small things in life that helps you with your business in cards.
Okay, so I'll just give you the two answers. So sports cards, if I had to go back and do it, number one, I would not have went to college because college got in the way of making some money because it took some time. So I was like, really, I was in full throttle doing this from like 2015 to 2019 when I was in college. And if I wasn't in college, I would have made even more money because a lot of that money went to college, and then it would like kind of screw up my investment money, and then I have to like regain it back after I pay for tuition. That would be number
Mhm.
one. Number two, I didn't with sports cards. I was fortunate. Like even though it took time to like build up, I didn't make that many mistakes because I had a mentor. So like I just got lucky, right? Like I had someone in my hometown that bought and sold sports cards. He introduced it to me, and then I piggyback off of him. I didn't go and guess. So like that's what's funny about that. So like sports cards, for the most part, like I did things right. Like I could like nitpick purchases. Like I lost $30,000 on a LeBron James card. I had a card that got lost in the mail that I paid 30 grand for. Like obviously I could go back and do that stuff. I have a guy that owes me $80,000 from sports cards. That like he's just not paying or very slowly paying me. Like we did a bunch of deals together over the course of years and years, and he kind of just went ghost on me. So like I'm owed a lot of money, but that's just you know business. I wish I could
Yeah.
go back on that stuff. But sports cards, for the most part, I did correct. With major league profits, like the coaching program, with like the thing I'm doing here now, what I did wrong is you would think I would have learned from sports cards, but I didn't seek mentorship. So like what I should have done correctly is I should have went to another online information business, whether it's teaching people how to lose weight or teaching people how to get better at marketing or whatever. And I should have worked for them first. So I should have got it, become a salesperson or did something for them first, got paid to learn, and then started my business. But because of that, because I didn't do that, Major League Profits, my business partner, John and I, John's the other 50-50 partner you don't see. He runs the sales team. But we made no money for 3.5 years because I thought I had an ego. I did have an ego because I thought I was hot shit because I knew how to make some money buying and selling sports cards, but I didn't seek mentorship for a whole new brand new opportunity, which could have saved me a lot of money and a lot of time, and I could have made profits. So maybe the first year of Major League Profits wouldn't have existed, and I would have worked for another company. But as soon as I started it, I would have gotten off on the right tracks. But because I was cocky and I didn't make the right decisions in the beginning, I made no money for 3.5 years. And when I say I made no money, like my bank account or like the Major League Profits business bank account never went up ever. And like I worked all day every day, like taking calls like from 8 to 12 hours a day, coaching calls, content, this, that, made no money. Zero. It was terrible. I made all the money I made that I'd pay for life was through buying and selling sports cards, which I was doing on the side, taking that money and putting it into Major League Profits until about 3.5 years in, we kind of figured everything out and then it's kind of exploded. But that's what I would do different to answer your question.
Huh. Well, I got more questions, but I heard the phone ringing, so I'll get off here.
Yeah, it's ringing, but I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, and just so you know, you do have a slight echo.
I do? Okay.
That's why I'm talking kind of slow.
Okay, cool. I'll try to get it fixed. I don't hear it on my end, but I'll try to get it fixed. Thank you. Appreciate
But
it.
again, I appreciate you taking time out of your day and talking with me.
Yeah, no problem. Call into the next one.
All right, bud.
All right, bye-bye. I met a few people at the card show. Oh, someone on TikTok asked if I was ready for. Yes, I am ready for the National Card Show. That's kind of why the theme of this is card shows, because the National Card Show is coming up. But yeah, I love the National Card Show. I'm not able to be there for all 5 days like I used to be. I'll be there Thursday.
Thank you for calling 415-298.
Oh, I'll be there Thursday and Friday. And then we have an event. So like Major League Profits, we rented out the left field porch at Wrigley Field Saturday. That game's during the day, sadly, so it's like 1:00. But yeah, I'm pumped. I love it. I get out there, film some content. buy some cards, sell some cards, talk with some people. It's a good time. But next caller. We have a lot of holy shit. We have a lot of callers. A lot of callers today. Looks like I'm popular today.
Did I get Eric?
Hey, you got Eric. What's up, man?
This card professor from California.
The card professor?
Yes, sir.
Cool. We've spoke before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. Yes. You haven't
Hey,
called in
man,
a few
I'm getting
weeks,
the
right?
echo too.
Say it again.
The previous caller said you're getting echo. I'm getting an echo too.
Oh,
So
you're getting
I
an
think I'll
echo
be fine.
too? Oh, it's weird. I don't hear it on my end. Well, just talk a
Yeah,
little
we'll be fine.
slower. I guess is my best advice.
Okay, so 2 questions, both national related.
Okay.
First question is an advanced level question when you said I would buy like baseball at the national. And when I asked you a couple weeks ago, you said I'm looking for the young guys on the playoff teams. Can we look at who would be on the playoff team and who the young guys on those?
Wait,
It's a
so
short exercise.
wait. Okay, so you're asking me playoff team. So you're saying looking at the guys who are going to go into the playoffs for baseball, right?
Yeah, the young guys that you would buy at the national.
And then what was the other part you said in the beginning? I kind of missed it.
Actually, that's just question 1.
So question 1 is, should you buy the young guys going to the MLB playoffs?
Oh no, in the past when I called you, you said at the national, if you're going to buy baseball, you have bought in the past young guys on playoff baseball teams or
Yes.
young guys on who are going to be in the playoffs.
Yes. So yeah, I'll break it down. So what? Okay, so like, if you ever watch my YouTube videos, it's kind of funny. So whatever I say my plan is at any card show, it never goes that way ever. So it never ever. So what I'm looking for, so like, yes, I love to buy baseball guys right now that are down in value. So like, Jackson Churio. I don't think Jackson Merrill's down. Jackson Holiday could be someone I could look at. Buying guys that are down, the Orioles aren't going to make the playoffs, but because either A, they're going to go into the playoffs and maybe they'll spike up, or maybe they'll just start playing better because they're already kind of at the bottom of their floor, or B, these are cards I'm going to buy anyways in like September, October, November, so I'm just buying them a little bit early, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I look for them, but at the same time, like the bottom line, and this is just terrible advice from me, but it's the best I could explain it. I just buy anything that's a good price and a good deal because it's cash. So I'll buy anything that's worth grading. And there's a bunch of stuff there. And I don't care if it's baseball, football, basketball, even if it's football, right? As you probably know, I like to sell my football cards before the season, but I'll get it graded right then and there. Like last year, I bought it's actually, this lost me $1,000, but I bought a number to 49 Joe Burrow championship contenders auto. It looked perfect, and I overpaid by $600. So I paid like $6,500 when the card was like 58 or 5,900. Had no plans on buying a card like that, but it looked perfect. It looked great. Like I was like, this is killer. I'm gonna make 6, 7, 8 grand if once this card gets a 10. I got it graded on spot. I got an 8. I sold it for like, I ended up losing about $1,000 all in all after grading fees. But so like, I thought it was a great deal. I've done stuff like that before. It works usually, but it just didn't work that time. But to put it, like, to give you a straightforward answer, number 1, I like to look for basketball. The younger guys are already graded stuff, high end stuff that's cheap that I could buy, get graded, or just hold going into the season. Number 2, the baseball stuff like you just talked about. And then number 3, I'll buy anything cash. That's a good deal. Shit, I bought a Pokemon card at the card show I just went to over the weekend, and I had no plans on doing that, but it was cheap. They just go up in value. I want to mess around with some Pokemon, so I did it.
Look at you. I'm proud of you getting Pokemon. Okay.
Right? I know,
Follow-up
right?
question. When I look at the standings right now, I see Chicago Cubs and Milwaukee Brewers at the top of the National League.
Yeah.
So Jackson Churio's on there. It's a high likelihood that he's going to make the playoffs.
Yep.
Pete Crow Armstrong, he's on the Cubs. So actually, Pico Armstrong, he's on fire.
Yeah, he's on fire, but
So you wouldn't buy him.
I would not, like, to be honest, I would not look at that stuff so heavily because,
Got it.
like, odds are, like, how many guys go off in the playoffs? Like, there's like 3, 2, 4,
Max.
maybe, right? So
3 max, yeah.
you're playing a game where, like, you want to sell the card going into the playoffs, not sit there and hope the guy goes off in the playoffs, because the chances are he's not. And when Pete Crow Armstrong, let's just pretend, the Cubs lose in the first round and he goes 3 for 16, his value is going to drop 20, 30% because with the season ending, because he didn't play up to expectations. So I would not play that baseball game because it's such a finite window to sell the cards, because most guys, right, like most teams lose and most guys don't go off. I would not play that game, to be honest, unless you've, like, depending on, like, how long you've been doing cards and your risk tolerance, obviously. But you're not actually, at least what I do, I'm not actually sitting there watching the games and hopefully praying that these players play well. All I'm doing is just selling it into the playoffs. Just like I sell, like, football in August going to the season, same shit.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Second question.
Go for it.
I bought some Cade Cunningham
Okay.
like right after the playoffs.
Okay.
And his stuff is up. Like some of his stuff is on fire.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm just kind of like, should I still buy him?
No.
All right, cool.
No, I would not. Once it goes up, you got in low. Give me an example of a card that you may have bought.
Blue Ice, Prism Blue Ice out of 125.
Oh, well, did you get that from me to buy that stuff, or was it yourself? Was I saying
I think a long time ago, or maybe fairly recently ago, you had said the top things to buy are like NT RPAs, flawless RPAs, and then the most popular Prism parallels, and Blue Ice is one of the most popular Prism parallels.
What'd you pay for the Blue Ice?
I think like 400 for a PSA 9.
PSA 9?
Yeah,
that's pretty good. Yeah, that card is going up, man. Yeah, now it's worth like 550. But I would not. So I would just use it as a learning lesson. Like, so you bought that card when no one else was willing to, right? It's essentially what you did and why you'll make money on it. So use that as a learning lesson for now. The next season that's ending, baseball, go in and buy the guys in the toilet. The guys that you think are going to gain hype, right? Like Cade Cunningham, when, I'm a big Knicks fan. So when Brunson hit that dagger 3 in Game 6 in Detroit and his season ended, nobody wanted him, right? Which is what you did, right? You invested in something. You had the balls to buy something no one else had the balls to. And it's going to pay off for you. Great. So now do more of it the next time go around and save the money, instead of buying more Cade Cunningham, save it to do it next time for when baseball ends. So, like, Pete Crow Armstrong, let's say, use that example. Let's say he goes 2 for 16 and no one wants him anymore. And the Cubs lose in the first round and they get swept. Boom.
I want him.
Go. Yeah, exactly. You want him. Wait for his value to drop. Find some auctions. People are auctioning that stuff all the time in the playoffs. They'll end really low and buy it, just like you did with Cunningham.
Great, thanks. I will see you at the National.
Sweet. I'll see you there. Come and say hi.
All right. Bye.
Cool. Bye. Someone asked me how you guarantee a card will grade well just by seeing them online or on TikTok. Are you going to the Yes, I'm going to the Nationals. And how? So nothing's a guarantee. Grading cards is just an educated guess. So the great thing about cards is the math works, right? You buy a card for $100. If it gets a 9, you lose like it's a 10. You'll make $200-$300, which is great. And you're just taking your best educated guess. I buy cards all the time that don't come in the condition I thought they were in, right? So, like, I say out of 10 cards I buy online, 8 to 9 of those 10 actually go to PSA. 1 or 2 of them will be in shit condition. And even when they go to PSA, I'm certain that they'll get a 10, but I'm not, right? Because a grader is a human is subjective and has feelings and emotions, right? If a grader is having a bad day because his wife yelled at him in the morning, he might give more 9s, right? So it's just an educated guess at the end of the day. It's similar to playing poker. If you play poker, right, you want to maximize your losses and minimize your gains. But if you know what you're doing, you should be able to get about 60 to 70 to 80% of the cards you send in to get a 10. Like I have one student that buys like huge amounts of cards, and he gets 85% of his cards to 10. He's one of our top end students. But nothing's a guarantee. But next caller, let it rip.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
This is Cameron from Hot Springs, Arkansas.
What's up, Cameron from Hot Springs? How can I help you?
Man, I've got like 250 of the top five, the five quarterbacks everybody wants.
Okay.
But I want to know how I can get rid of them quickly. Because I've got rid of a few of them on Facebook, but I need to move them faster.
Hey, Cameron, can you take your phone off speaker or put it on speaker? It sounds a little funny.
Yes, sir.
Ah, that's better. Yeah, it sounds like you have a bunch of lower end stuff. I would use quick.
No, sir. No, sir.
Oh,
None of them are base. They're all like green velocities. They're the cards everybody wants.
yeah. The fastest way to get rid of them is use ComC or Quick Consign.
ComC or what?
QuickConsign.com.
Quick Consign. I got you.
Yep.
Now, see, I'm not getting rid of Caleb Williams because I'm a big Bears fan.
Yeah, I think
So
he's poised for a big
anybody
year.
else
Actually,
you would keep.
no, I wouldn't. Even Caleb Williams, I wouldn't keep any of them. My personal
I
advice.
can't do it. Bear down.
All right, then go get rid of everyone else but Caleb Williams. But yeah, I would give. I don't keep any of it.
Anybody on your radar like Cam Ward or
No,
maybe Spencer Rattler?
nope. I don't hold any of them into the season because most guys just don't play up to expectation.
I appreciate your time, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Good luck.
You have a good day, sir.
Cool, bye.
Bye.
By the way, I see all your questions in the chat blowing up. Feel free to call. Whole purpose of this is to engage and call. Next one. Calling people back.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live?
Hey, how's it going, Eric? I'm from Sebring, Florida. Importer from Detroit. Let me turn your TV, TV down.
Wait, say that again?
I'm from Detroit, but I live in Sebring,
Okay, cool.
Florida.
Okay, cool.
All right, so my question to you is not show related, but what about? I just want to know your opinion on Whatnot, buying and selling.
Good place. Not a good place to buy because stuff sells for too much, but it's a good place to sell. Like $5 cards will sell for $20, $30 all the time because people don't know what they're doing. And then obviously, if you've listened to my content, breaking open boxes and cases, it's fun, but it's a losing proposition. So that's my opinion. Good place to sell cards. Other than that, I wouldn't touch it. And I have not messed around with it that much myself. Like I've been on there only a few times.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say thank you for all your content.
Yeah,
you've paid many of my mortgages from listening to you the last 3 years or 4 years.
Oh, that's good. That's a good thing. How much is your mortgage a month? How much was they able to save you?
Yeah, it's like $1,200.
Well, nice. Yeah. Well, I assume you've made that money from buying and selling sports cards.
Yes, sir. All because of your information that you give on YouTube. And I was actually going to join the Major League Profits back 3 years ago, but I just couldn't come up with a initial payment,
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to ask you. So you made it just from the free content, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't join Major League Profits unless you have an extra like $2 to $3 grand in spending money to spend on cards, or else I just wouldn't do it.
Right on. Well, I appreciate everything you do for the community and the hobby, man.
Yeah, dude. I appreciate you calling in. Thank you.
Go Lions. Hey, one more thing. What do you think about the Lions this year? It's got to be our year, right?
I mean, let's see. NFC. Oh man, can they
beat tough division?
It's brutal, man. So I think JJ McCarthy stinks. So I don't think he's gonna be great. I think the Bears are gonna be solid. 10, 11, maybe even 12 wins. Packers, I think 10 to 12 wins too, but the Lions are better than those teams. And if they play them in the playoffs, they will obviously they should beat them. It's the Eagles that are the problem.
I know.
Like,
agreed.
I was all set on the Lions making the Super Bowl last year. I don't bet a
Me
lot of
too.
favorites. I took the Lions in a big bet, -10 over the Commanders, and they just got destroyed. So what have they done to fix up their defense?
Oh man, they got that Davenport guy, but he's a hit or miss. But we got corner. We got a new corner, DJ Reed.
Jeez, you need you got DJ Reed from the so I'm a Jets fan, so
Yeah,
he used to be on the
yeah.
Jets. All right, so let's see. DJ
And
Reed, Derek.
Terrion Arnold's looking good in camp right now.
Okay. Yeah, DJ Reed's a
Yeah, we got
big.
John Gruden in camp right now. Actually, he's talking to the boys the next couple of days.
Okay. Yeah, so DJ Reed is a big help. That's a
Yeah,
Are they better than the Eagles? It's really close. I just think whoever has home court, I was gonna say home court, but home field advantage.
yeah, home field.
I just think that's the winner. And there's no other
Yeah,
teams that should beat them in the NFC. And then I think the AFC,
yeah,
I think me, giving projections here, but I think the Chargers are poised for a big year. Um
yeah.
everyone's
Herbert's got to step up.
Yeah, everyone's big on the Broncos. I think they're like 9 wins. I don't think it's anything crazy. You have the Chiefs will always be good. I don't think the Bills will get over the hump still. They haven't done anything to their team. I think the Chargers are poised for a big year. I think
Right on.
like they got 10 wins last year and they had no offensive weapons. Now it's a second year with
Yeah,
Harbaugh's system. But yeah, I think that it's just whoever has home field. That's who I think will
yeah.
win versus the Eagles in the NFC Championship.
Well, I agree, man. Thanks for the everything, man. You're a great guy, great system, and keep it going.
Sweet. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. That's a good one. Be able to pay his mortgage from my content. That's good stuff. Sounds like I paid him to say that, but I didn't. I promise.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
Hey, Eric. This is PJ from South Carolina.
PJ from South
How you
Carolina.
doing
What's
today,
up,
man?
dude? I'm doing well. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I had spoken with you last week,
Okay.
and good conversation, great information. I
Cool.
actually got an appointment with your team August 30th.
Damn, August 30th.
My question.
That's a long ways away.
Yeah. I'm about to answer that for you. So, in between now and then, I'm trying to build up my bankroll a little bit more.
Okay.
I got cards that need to get graded, but I know you said if you're in some of your free content, basically, if you're under, $4,000 or $2,000, go SGC for quick flips. Is that still valid with SGC getting bought by collectors?
Yeah, like the turnaround time shouldn't change. At least I don't think. But yeah, I would not take that call or join the program unless you got an extra $2,000 to spare, whether it's cash or credit, to actually buy and sell cards and use as a bankroll. And then to get the cash fast, yeah, SGC. Like I generally recommend SGC if you're a little bit shorter on funds to join. But yeah, don't feel like pressured to do the program. Like, I mean, a guy literally just called in and he said just from the free content, he's been able to pay his mortgage every month. So like, you could definitely
Yeah.
get my sales team's not gonna like me saying this, but like you don't have to buy from them. You could just like use the free content to build up like a little bit of an avalanche effect, a little bit of momentum, and then get $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month of consistent profits. Then join the program to put that on steroids. Just saying that.
Yeah.
That's an option.
Like last week I had talked that I had mentioned, I had spoken with your team before and I just wasn't financially ready. But they called me again and was like, they'll work with me, and as long as I do my part, they can work with me.
Okay. Yeah. It's just a decision for yourself. I just don't want you to feel pressured
Yeah.
to buy anything.
No.
It will
knowledge,
expedite.
man.
It will expedite what you're doing by 10, 20, 30 times. Like you're gonna learn all the
Yeah.
information
See,
right away. So
I'm paying for the knowledge, man. So that's more,
yeah.
But yeah, I got like a Luka Doncic visionary,
Okay.
and it hurts because I look at the PSA 10s like almost 600, but the SGCs are only like 300 and some. So it hurts, but I need the quick bankroll.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, obviously, building knowledge and getting the proper knowledge faster is more important than a few $100 because it,
100%.
like once you have that knowledge in your head and the skill level to make money with sports cards, you could, no one could ever take that away from you, right? Someone could always take away your job or, you know, anything, but no one could ever take away, sport as long as sports cards is around, which, I don't think is going away anytime soon. You'll always be able to fall back on that. That's the biggest safety net, having the skills.
Okay, awesome. But yeah, like I said, I just want to make sure, like, with all the changes, I don't know what's changing at SGC, with them being bought, but I didn't know if it was still, you know, if you didn't recommend it still for quick flips.
Yeah, I would quick. It sounds like you have the right mindset. I would flip quickly, and as long as you have an extra few grand laying around in bankroll, I would join the program. It's just gonna,
That's coming. That's coming.
Yeah.
I got the John Elway and Bo Nix downtown coming back from PSA.
Oh shit. Okay, you got money. You're good then. I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
But yeah, so like I said, it's just the knowledge, really.
Sweet. Well, yeah. Hopefully they both get a 10. I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, man. But all right, man. I appreciate it. You have a blessed one.
All right. Bye
Appreciate it.
bye. Someone asked, how do I get the free content to check out your product? This is the free content. It's all over the YouTube. The YouTube is the free content. Hold off on callers 1 second. Someone asked a great question. This is a great question. With all this free content and files that you put in the YouTube channel for free, what's separating the YouTube channel and the students of your program? Wow. This is like my mouth is watering answering this question. Well, multiple things. So number one, the simplest thing is when people pay, they pay attention. So when you purchase something, you're going to take it more seriously, right? That's bottom line. So in the world of business, we always say, especially in my world, the best clients are the ones that pay the most amount of money because they have the most skin in the game, right? If you invest $5,000 or $1,000 into something, you have more skin in the game at $5,000. You're going to put in more effort. Take my word for it. That's number one. Number two, in terms of the actual like program, like what the students get. So all this content that you see me talk about, right? Sports card shows and grading and selling, different types of cards to buy and all that stuff. So, right, I kind of like every piece of content I put out on YouTube like this, I kind of go with the flow and like what makes sense to post right now. Like, right, I'm talking about card shows because the national card show is coming up. And it's kind of all over the place, right? You have people calling in, asking questions, then you have different videos. In the program, it's step by step. And every video is thought out, and every single video has an attached Google Doc, taking you step by step by step. So it's in chrono, so you save a lot of time, right? All the information that's in the program is on my YouTube somewhere. I have said it in one video or another somewhere, but you're paying for access to something that's going to give you speed of results, right? So you have to ask yourself, do you want to spend 3, 4, 5 months, going through my content and messing around with different things, or you just want the answers right away? Also, there's a community, right? There's a Facebook community, like a Facebook group, like a private one. And the people in this community, as you could imagine, have all paid money and they all take it a lot more seriously. And there's a lot of successful people in there. So you could ask them questions, right? So, you can't always get answers from me because I'm only one person, but you can get unlimited answers whenever you want. Also, you get access to coaches. So we've taught this to 4,000 people. I feel like I'm fucking on a sales, selling someone right now. But like, you know, we've taught this to a lot of people, and you get access to coaches, the most successful students who are like on our payroll full time and get paid full time to help the students. And those are the big things, and also group coaching calls. So like just like how I'm doing this podcast right now, we have group coaching calls ran by coaches of all people of similar mindsets, at the same point in the program. So like that's all the stuff, but the bottom line is you're paying for speed of results, right? That's why you pay for coaching. Like all the information that I've learned from business, like I spend over $250,000 a year in coaching for like business and marketing and selling and all that stuff. All that stuff is online somewhere, but I pay for speed of results to have access to people where I can just ask, this is my problem, and boom, get a question. That's it. So that's why you pay for coaching, and that's the difference. Not only do you pay more attention when you pay, but you pay for speed of results, right? So like there's some people out there that I don't understand, but because they're so resistant to buying coaching online because they think they can figure it out themselves, they will spend 2 years grinding trying to figure out sports cards when they could have just paid for coaching and figured it out right away. So the question you have to ask yourself is, are you someone that values your time? If you are, I recommend, buying a program, whether it's mine or someone else's for whatever you're looking for help in. Or if you're not someone that, if you're willing to like go the longer route and maybe you're not someone that values their time as much, don't buy it. Figure it out yourself. That's the difference. That was a good one though. I like that. Next one. Let it roll.
Hello, this is George.
What's up, George? You got Eric. You're live.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
What's up, George? How can I help?
Yes, sir. Got a couple of questions for you.
Yeah.
So the first one is, I think your show is BS. I'm just kidding.
Oh, damn. I got excited there for a second. None of the people that there's a lot of people online that don't like me, and none of them have called in yet. I'm still waiting. Waiting for that.
The only reason I say that is because I'm late to the game on trying to see your show and trying to figure out this whole ordeal on how to do stuff.
Gotcha.
So I'm heavily vested already at probably 22 to 25,000.
Okay.
And unfortunately, a lot of those sales were from Whatnot getting caught up in the hype and stuff.
Yeah, that's not good.
And overpaying.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's all good. I'll work through it.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
So
sell the
for
stuff.
my two
get the cash
questions,
and use the free content. But continue.
For sure. The first question is on all the stuff I just sent out.
Yeah.
For football.
Yep.
To get graded.
Okay.
I know it's going to come back too late.
Okay.
I know I keep hearing you say, "Oh, get rid of everything before the season starts."
Yep.
But what I would like to try and do is, if it's dropped too much, then just hold on to the cards. Do you recommend that, or am I going to lose a ton of money?
No, I mean
next year when the season rolls around.
You never know, but just get it graded. Just sell it. If you make a lot, great, and you get lucky. If you don't, it's okay. Just get the cash. Whether you lose, you invested, let's say 25 grand. It's not like you're looking at short term money, and people ask me this all the time. So let's say, okay, you spent 25 grand, right? Let's pretend. And let's say shit goes sideways, right? And all those cards and everything drops in half, and you're only able to get 12,500 for it. 12,500, still a lot of money. It's more than enough to use a starting bankroll. And you just want to get into the rhythm and get into the flow of making money with sports cards, right? If you hold $10,000 in cards, praying and hoping that Jaden Daniels revives himself and jumps up in value, it's gonna fuck up your whole business. Just whatever, just close your eyes, pray you make money. If you don't, great. It's about the long-term money, doing the right things over and over and over again, like I talk about, or at least what works for me, because that is what's gonna make you long-term money. Because you're on this call right now because you probably want to make as much money as possible from sports cards, and tying up that money and praying and hoping these players pop back up in value is just not the game. At least not the game I play.
Okay. Well, cool. Well, I appreciate your time. I was just curious with all the other stuff. I can't remember what my other question was.
Cool. Well, if you think about it, if you think about it, just if you think of it, just shoot me a text. You can just text this phone number, and I'll try to get back to you.
Awesome, bud. Appreciate your time.
Cool.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
All right. By the way, I see your guys' questions. Got a call. Incentivizing the calling.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You are live.
Hey, what's up, Eric? It's Eric from Philly.
Eric from Philly. We spoke before, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yes, I remember. Cool.
Okay, yeah, I'm hearing an echo, but yeah. So I just got my first PSA submission back, and it went pretty good.
Nice. How'd it go?
So I did a 10 card submit. 10. Sorry, this echo is really annoying.
Maybe put your phone on speaker
Um,
or take it off speaker.
yeah.
One of the two.
Hello.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's still echoing.
That's weird. I don't hear it on my end. That's strange.
Um.
But I hear you clearly.
Okay. Well, yeah. So basically, yeah, it was a 10 card submission,
Okay.
and all my silvers I got 10s.
No way.
The
That's
other,
fucking
yeah,
crazy.
I,
you got
dude,
you
I
got
got
a
my
good grade there.
Caleb silver 10, Penix silver 10, Penix variation silver 10.
Dude, that's insane.
I
I
mean,
almost like don't believe it, but I do.
It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, the only card that I got, well, there's only one card that I expected or that I didn't expect to get a 9 on, but like I did a National Treasures, I got a 9 on that, which I hear is pretty good.
Yeah, that's solid. How much money, like roughly? So wait, you sent in 10 cards. You said
Yeah.
roughly how much money will you make when it's
Um,
sold?
I got to price it out, but I think the Caleb is doing like 700, right?
Yeah, you'll make about a $600 profit on that, roughly.
Yeah, it's crazy because the how I got that card was from some dude off Facebook, and I didn't even pay him the like he didn't have change. Like I think at the time it was like 70 or $80, and he didn't have change, so I got the card for like $60. I feel bad. I don't know if I should contact him, like, hey man, that card you got me is
Nah,
$700
that's
now.
just the game. I mean, you could. I mean, what I used to do with people that were like big in the hobby, uh, like, and you'll see me actually do this at sports card shows. Like, let's say I'm buying a bigger card. Let's say it's like $3,000. I know this isn't in the case you're in. What I've done is I'll like grind them down, negotiate, and be like, listen, I'll tell you straight up. I'm gonna grade this card. I'm gonna hold it into the season. I think I can make some decent change. If I do, I'll kick you back some money. And I've sent people a few $100s all the time for cards I've made, $1,000, $2,000 to keep good relations, and I think it's the right thing to do. So you definitely could throw them back like $50, $100, whatever.
Yeah. I was gonna say like I want to message him on Facebook like, hey man, like I feel uh, like I don't know because he said like he pulls the cards like all the cards he gets like he pulls them fresh.
Yeah, so that is someone who you want to send money to. Just not only is it the right thing to do, but it's actually going to make you more money in the long term. Like people, like sports card dealers, especially don't understand this because a lot of them are kind of dicks. You actually make more money by being a good person. Believe it or not, in the long term. Like in the short term, yeah, you got to send him money, but in the long term, you'll make more. So I would send him I would send him $50 back out of nowhere. Be like, hey, you know, I sold this card for more than I thought. You don't have to tell him at 10 or, anything like that, but just tell him and then send him the money.
Yeah. I keep a list of like where I got the cards, like which eBay sellers. So like you said, keep good relations. Like I want to go back to those sellers that would give me the good cards and not like the crap cards.
Yep. That's what you want to do, man. You want to try to be a good person. And all the
So yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you kind of answered this with the last caller, but so basically, like with the football cards, I want to unload it right before the season. Is that right?
You don't have to do it then. It's gonna create too much stress to try to sell all those cards in a short period of time. Just do it throughout now to August, and now into August.
Okay, but just anytime before like September.
Yeah, what I do is I wait. I wait for preseason or as training camp starts going, and I kind of just like wait to
Because I
see if
think
anyone pops up in value.
Okay, yeah, because I know like the Penix right now is obviously not as high because he's, this is going to be his first year as opposed to the Caleb who's already played a year. So I didn't know if like the Penix was something I should hold on to maybe for a year, let it go up, or just get rid of it now.
Get rid of it now.
Okay,
that's what I would do if it was me.
Okay, yeah, that was it. I was just kind of calling to gloat a little bit and just get your opinion on when I should get rid of them.
Good, yeah, I would sell those ASAP. Congrats! It sounds like you'll make a silver prisms, man. You're making like 5, 6, 7 times your money. So congrats. Go get
Yeah,
yourself a nice beer.
it's crazy. When I saw 10s on all the silvers, I was like, geez, I'm
What was the
doing
second?
something right.
What was the second best card you got?
I mean, it's probably just the Penix and the Caleb. Then I have a Cooper DeJean silver auto.
Okay.
Lad silver, Marvin silver.
Yeah, man. I would go celebrate. Go get a cheesesteak from Angelo's.
Yeah, it's crazy though. Like the one card I got graded is Lad Helix, which I heard is supposed to be good.
I don't even know who that is.
But when I bought
who is that? Lad Helix?
Well, it's the Helix, Topps Chrome
Oh,
Helix.
Lad McConkey. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I understand now.
Yeah, no, not Lad Helix. Okay. But when I bought the card, I guess it had just come out, so I paid like $130 for the card, and I think that price is like way down now.
Yeah,
So
yeah. You don't want to buy those cards when they first come out. They usually go down in
Yeah,
value.
see, I didn't know that. I just read somewhere, invest in the Helix card of Lad. I was like, okay, I'll go buy it.
Well, it's better to be lucky than good, right?
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it, and yeah, I think that I'm keeping in contact with your guys. I think I'm gonna join the program.
Yeah. Now you can definitely afford to do it with all those cards.
Yeah.
So, now you're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep getting cards back, like you said. You keep sending cards in like every 2-3 weeks, and you're getting stuff back.
Yeah,
I'll try
to do it every week, like every Friday. 10 cards in
every week. Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to, whether you have 2 cards or 5 cards or 20 cards, just keep it consistent.
Just keep it. Okay, cool.
Sweet.
All right, man.
Well, congrats,
thanks.
man. Go
I
sell those
appreciate
cards
it.
and make a lot of money.
Thanks. All right, have a good one.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Another guy sounds like I paid him. Sounds like I paid for a testimonial. I don't even think he's not even in the program. It's pretty crazy.
Okay. All right, man.
Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
Hi, this is Raymond from Arizona.
What's up, Raymond from Arizona? I used to live in Scottsdale. So
yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, about it.
Come on back.
Nah, I can't. We have a whole office here in Tampa. That's why I moved here. But Scottsdale's a good area. It just lacks water.
Yeah.
Everything's good except there's no like water, no beach or anything. How can I help?
Yeah, so basically I'm working with a 2024 JJ McCarthy Purple Pulsar Prism PSA 10.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out like how I can get max dollars, but also not like sell too early. Because I feel like I'm at the cusp of like all the hype.
This is a purple pulsar.
Really getting started. Yes.
Okay.
And the other problem too is that I'm not seeing it's like very sold a lot. Like say compared to like a Caleb downtown PSA 10, PSA 10.
It's a more
it
rare
seems like
card.
it sells all the time.
Isn't the card number to 35 or am I wrong?
Number 400.
No, like the numbering. Like, is there a serial number on the back, like, or the front, like number to 35?
Yeah, of like the one that I have.
Yeah.
The PSA number.
Not the PSA number. Like on the back of the card, does it say like /35, like 7 out of 35 or 9 out of 32 or something?
Oh, not numbered. No, sorry.
Oh, not numbered. Oh, I thought they were numbered.
Yeah, Purple Pulsar.
Got it. I thought they were numbered for some reason, but yeah. And is your goal to just like sell this card, or is your goal to like turn sports cards into an income for yourself?
Right now it's kind of both. The dream is to make it like a side hustle, but right now I'm just trying to. I have like a personal family thing going on, and I'm trying to get like out of debt.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to get max dollars, but also be smart about it, but not like jump on the first guy lowballing me.
Yeah, I mean the last one sold for $590, but the ones before did $750, then $650, $650. Last one did $590. Personally, I would actually hold it into August and hope like his hype builds and try to sell it for like $650 to $700. The best place I would try to sell it on Facebook first. If not, I'd auction it on eBay like last week of August.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking is too, because I do be watching every week, and I've pretty much watched all your videos. How do you handle the guys that like know that when you sell the car on eBay, you got to pay the fees, and they try to like basically they know that, so they try to even lowball you lower than just 90 or 85% of the
I
comps. Like
mean, yeah,
they go
the
lower than
fees the
that.
fees are 13%. That's the reality of it. So, um,
But like, how do you handle that if you're on Facebook
I just
and
tell
they're
them,
like trying to say like, I know what you get paid, so I'm gonna go even lower than that.
if you want to cut that off, let's say you want 550 for the card, for example. I would just tell them like,
Uh-huh.
hey, I have a pending offer of 550. Seeing if I can get 575. Just let me know. It just cuts them off.
Oh, okay.
They just can't do anything about it, right? It's like you're either buying this for this price or you're not.
Gotcha.
There you go. That'll shut them up.
Okay, and then I guess that's pretty much the same. Would you change the strat in any type of ways when it's like a Caleb Williams PSA 10? I also have that, but it's obviously worth way more. Would you change the way you handle that, or
No,
every card the same?
like when people lowball you, is that what you're talking about?
Just in trying to sell it in general, and also being liquid. Like you see the Caleb card selling way more often than this one. It's kind of sporadic.
No, but the purple
The purple
pulsar is
one.
just more of a rare card. It's just as liquid. Like it's a very, very liquid card. Like don't get it wrong.
Okay.
Just because there's less sales doesn't
I'm
mean it's
still
not as liquid. It's just more rare.
okay. Okay. Let's see. What about like when you price your cards, like with the national starting soon, and then also the preseason hype and all that, like you talk about? Do you raise your price a little bit as a premium, even if there may not be a comp for it,
No,
or do you
I
stick to
I always
comps?
try to sell it at around 90% of comps. So it helps me
Okay,
build relations and people want to do repeat business.
gotcha. Not trying to overprice people.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that was really all the questions I had. I wrote them down before I called in, so I could didn't sound lost.
Well, sweet. I appreciate it. Yeah. I would it won't be that hard to sell that card. Just give it a few posts on Facebook groups and just auction it last weekend of August. That's what I would do if you don't sell it by then.
Sick, brother. Okay, I'll let you know if anything changes.
All right. Sounds good. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. It's one more. One more caller.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
Hey, how's it going, Eric?
What's up? What's your name?
Adam. I actually called last week. Everyone was like, "What's up, with this dude? He sounds depressed." And I was just
I didn't see people said that. I didn't see that. Hopefully, hopefully you're not, or hopefully I can make you less depressed. But how can I
no,
help?
I was just had woke up, but
Okay, that'll do it.
sent off my first. I forgot.
Oh wait,
that
Adam, you
I
cut out.
just
You cut
bought.
out there for a second. Go back. Go back 10 seconds.
Yeah, so I just sent out my first PSA submission,
Okay.
and I forgot I bought these Arch Manning and Travis Hunter cards. That would be worth like 200 with PSA 10. So I'm just kind of wondering because I want to get rid of them before the season starts.
So, well, I guess what's your question?
Yeah. So my question is, should I just make another submission and like sell like 1 to 4 weeks into the
What's the card?
season, or
What's the card worth?
so it's a red ice prism of Arch Manning, and it's worth it's worth 40 right now raw.
And what do tens do?
Like 200.
I would still send it in. I just hope he plays good.
Okay.
Cool. That it?
And then one more
Oh yeah,
thing
go
I
for it.
have So the first ever cards I bought were like 35 Skeens rookie cards. Some were like foils and stuff. Do you think I should send those cards in for grading, or just keep them raw and then send them in down the line?
No, I'd send it. If it's worth getting graded right now, I'd send it in now. I wouldn't wait for anything.
Okay. All right. Awesome, man.
Cool. Sweet. Any other questions?
That's all I got. So thank you very much.
All right. Sounds good. Good luck.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Almost over with the callers. I think this is the last one that called in.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? You got Eric? You're live.
What's up, Eric? How you doing, man?
What's up? Have we spoke before?
We have not.
We have not. What's your name?
My name's Brian.
Brian. You sound like, let me take a guess where you're from. You give me, I don't know, man. I'm gonna go off here and say Pennsylvania. Am I right?
No, I am from north of Boston.
Oh, wow. No, there's no Boston accent.
Well, everybody tells me I only have a Boston accent when I get upset, like in traffic or yell at somebody.
Yeah, that'll happen. That's when my New York accent comes out. Yeah, I was not expecting
there you
Boston.
Go.
You're like cool tempered, too cool tempered for
Oh,
Boston.
I appreciate it. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's because I'm in a good mood and I've done well on cards lately. I guess.
Well, that's good. But how can I help you?
Well, I know that a lot of people don't like the unlicensed cards, and Jaden Daniels and a lot of the best quarterbacks and stuff. The only way you're going to get their autographs are with tops right now. I'm wondering if guys like that really cement their legacy and they do become stars. The Aaron Rodgers, Brady's, Peyton Mannings. Do you think those unlicensed cards will eventually have the value of regular license card, or do you not think people are ever going to buy into those no matter how good the players get?
No, the licensed stuff as a rookie is always going to be premium. Just use for example, I don't know, the best example I could think of, right? You have a 2003 Topps Chrome LeBron, right? Topps used to have the basketball license, and that's why that is LeBron's like top kind of rookie card. And then Prism comes out 9 years later. There's LeBron Prisms, but the Topps rookie will always hold its weight because that was the licensed stuff back then. And now Topps is going to have the license again. I think in October 1st, I think is the date. So the licensed stuff, when they're a rookie, whatever it is, Prism or Panini or Topps, will always carry the most weight.
Okay. So if I'm an autograph collector, it's fine for me. But if I want something that's going to hold value or really be worth it in the future, it's always going to be the non-autograph stuff.
No, the autographed or non-autographed stuff. It just depends on the card. Like the higher end stuff is autographed usually. So higher end rookie stuff is like National Treasures and stuff like that, and Flawless. And the lower end rookie stuff is like Prism and Optic. So it just depends on what you're buying, but both carry the same weight.
Right on. Do you think any of these companies that have kind of disappeared will ever come back, like Fleer or Leaf is there, but it's never really going to be
because you need the license.
I don't think
you need the license. They'll never be able to afford it, right? That's why Topps has the license, because they're able to afford it. They could come back, sure, but no one's going to want their cards. So
yeah, no, I hear you. Well, I appreciate your time, man. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, thank you as well.
All right, love your content. Keep
Thanks,
it up,
bro. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Is that it for the callers? Cool. We got through everybody. Well, hopefully you enjoyed. There's a free PDF. There's no strings attached. What I was talking about earlier with the card shows goes over the best card shows, the worst card shows, how to make money at card shows, smaller ones, bigger ones. Free PDF below. All you got to do is click the link and it's right there. I'll see you guys in the next one.